left
pay
like the
for it.
airport now.
The banks, particularly in Fiji, and the ATMs are not as close as
There's a shelter that's
really is
ready.
a lovely store. Code over here. At the moment, it's going into spring, of course, but
This is just a yard now. This is now we're on Nadi in Fiji, and we just got off the plane.
To get to your room, and then you can have a late breakfast. Because there's supplies for lunch.
There's mountains over there now. This is a Sheraton Fiji hotel where we're staying in Nani, they call it. They don't call it Nadi, they call it Nani, Fiji. And it's the first place we're staying on our trip in '99, on October '99. Everything going to show here a day earlier than what it is. We lost a day coming over, but I'm not going to change the date just for this time. So, very pretty place. Here's some more of it. Some pretty bushes. Let's say we left Bradenton on the 15th instead of the 16th and flew over to Orlando for on a short flight to get away from that hurricane that was coming up the west coast, but it didn't make it. But anyhow, we left and we flew out to LA, and then we stayed there overnight, and we were there all day on the 16th, on the 15th, 16th, and then we left at midnight, which would have been last night, but it was actually a day before now because we lost a day. And we flew in from LA into Nani. Looking out off of our little porch or deck or lanai, or whatever you want to call it. It's not screened in. It's a covered porch, so it's like looking out. And then this is the type of place we're in. Right there is the type of thing I'm standing on. So this is the area we're in. And there's some kind of flowers, Carol said. There's some kind of flower, Carol said. She's trying to get to grow in Florida now. I don't know what it is. That is plumeria. What kind are these, Carol?
Bougainvillea.
Okay, and there's two different colors of them. Now this is looking just out. What would you say? It's into the ocean, Carol?
I didn't know. Atlantic Ocean, I guess.
No, I think it's the Pacific.
Well, whatever it is. You know why I asked me. I know there's islands out there we're going to go to a couple tomorrow morning. And that looks like little mountains. I don't know what that is. I'm bringing binoculars.
There's a little island. Looks a little hazy out there right now. Swing it out, get it away from the shore a little bit. There's another island. I don't know, maybe if I go over here I'll get this other one better. There's islands. Mountains over here.
I the boats, sailboats, and cloth.
Eyepiece. Looks a lot better since I adjusted the eyepiece. I'll just swing around here, and here's a palapa, or a little, not a palapa, but a...
I don't know, it's just a thatched.
There's a sailboat over there.
Yeah, I think they rent those.
Yeah. I'm going to swing around here and get the pool. There's the pool. This is the back of it. I understand now. This is from where we just ate now. We had breakfast, well, brunch. The colors in here. There's the pool from the other way. A lot like it was in Mexico one time. People eating. There's the food. There's just some of the food. They've got everything here. Anything you would want.
In Florida.
There's some ironwood too. That's altogether different color than what we have from ours. This is inside the hotel on the floor. Making them.
These are the Hawaiian flowers that Barb Glendenning used to get from her daughter from Hawaii, and it looks like a bird of paradise, but it's called something different. It's so pretty.
This is the entrance. This is inside. This is just like the hall and like the center of it, just an open air area. I'll swing around and get us to the other way. Yeah. This is all at the hotel, the Sheraton, Fiji, where we are. Cross leaving.
Oh, that's the one that takes you to the other hotel from 7 in the morning to 12 a.m.
I don't even see him now. There he comes. There's a palapa out there. It's got some kind of business under it. And there's where we ate. And I'll swing around again. There's the mountains out there. Well, you don't see mountains, you're seeing tents now, or canopies. There's a mountain back there. I don't know if any more people could cross in front of me or not, but they did. This is in the hotel open area now. Clouds are really pretty right now. They're real dark gray with the sun above it. Real pretty. I don't know how this will come out. Might not come out with it. Putting the umbrellas down for the we got a dinner into dinner. This little plane going out to an island. On a first landing, and then we're going to get off and have dinner, and then we're going to come back on it. So we're going forward now. This is looking towards the stern, so I'm going to turn around and take them. Another couple from Texas is with us, so the only two from our bunch are at the front. Ralph, Joe, and Tara. Looking off the bow. A big sailboat is what it is.
Okay, the restroom in the boat. The ladies' restroom, you can see behind the first mast, there's a step going down. On the left, it's a ladies' restroom. Okay? And the men's restroom, second mast, behind, there's a step going down. On the left, it's a men's restroom. On the left, on the right, is a boating shop or boating shop. It's a t-shirt. One or something about the other.
I'm losing my island. There they are.
Marker light. Yeah, probably is.
There's supper.
Doesn't sound like it's on your house.
Mackerel.
It could be the
Freighter going by. We're coming in the first landing now, and this is where we're going to eat for dinner this evening. It's about 6:05. And this, we eat outside someplace. And it didn't rain yet, so it's a good sign. I mean, lunch where we're going to eat dinner tonight. Hola. That means hello. This is music we had after we ate, while we were eating. This is going back from the dinner now. Now this is our hotel in Auckland. There's a street out in front of it. There's a church over there with a clock in the steeple or whatever that is. Might be a city hall, we don't know. It's there. Then I'm going to try to get the Sky Tower. There's the Sky Tower. That's a restaurant, revolving restaurant up there. It's behind that building. We'll try to get it. We'll go up in that building tomorrow, supposedly, and tomorrow morning, and be able to get 360 degrees around the town. So, happens.
That gives you an idea where we're coming from.
This is on the way to the where we're going to eat tonight.
Latte? Latte? Okay. Hey, wife. You have a pretty view,
This is Auckland, New Zealand.
What? A lot of natural ferns over there.
Where's Birdie? Oh! You know why the wind blowing?
Glad you're speaking to a like that. I couldn't do that. But
Is there all kinds of information in there?
Oh, it moves like that.
It's close. But we don't need to be changed while we're here. Unless we
yeah, the sound of the. Yes, exactly, which is great.
So you have something like There's Auckland from up here now on top of this tower.
And it's strange smelling as well as fresh air. Yes. Particularly out being on an aircraft for a while.
There's a lamb on a spit now.
This is them cutting up the lamb. There, they're cutting up the lamb. Came off the spit. That's what we're gonna have for supper. Boy, they're slicing that up, aren't they? Man.
This is where we are. It's a tour. It's an underwater tour. And the penguins are over here. Penguins walking. They're looking this way now. There's one swimming. One's enough. They all look alike.
Oh, really? I don't like that.
afraid it's too late to turn back.
Make
Lost
it dizzy.
contact with Scott Face. If you're having orientation problems, please stay calm. Many strange things can happen during a blizzard. Distance becomes distorted, time slows. This is called a whiteout. These are the same conditions which proved fatal for the early explorer Captain Scott. Let's get a bird perfectly adapted to a dual lifestyle on land and right here under the sea. Cool. These amazing creatures evolved from gulls and have actually learned to fly underwater, but they've taken 100 million years to become such spectacular Antarctic swimmers. This is the Ross Ice Shelf of the famous Ross Sea region. The Antarctic is the coldest, windiest and driest continent on Earth. Even summer temperatures can fall to a chilly 20 degrees below zero.
He's walking up.
The light and conditions you see here are quite typical at this time of year. But for the penguin, it's home. They're superbly adapted to the cold, with dense overlapping plumage. The smaller adalies are white and pure blue-black. And if you're wondering how they tell the males and females apart, well, even the penguins have trouble with this, but never for long. Every year there are over 2.5
She's sitting there looking for eyes.
Oh, this. I need the light, I guess.
But for now, all is peaceful.
It's
We have now arrived to continue the work of exploration and scientific study. New Zealand administers the Ross Dependency and is a world leader in researching this rare and pristine part of our planet. I'm sure I speak for all New Zealanders in saying I'm proud of our commitment to this.
Ice,
The last
9,000
great
watts.
unspoiled wilderness on
I don't
Earth,
know what that
the
little
ice
comet
world of
is.
Antarctica.
Accessing a specialised egg tube
Penguin hatching.
with their beaks. You can see it here in the video.
Is this a penguin coming out?
Yeah.
The process of hatching can take the chick up to 24 hours with no help given by the parents.
There
This
it is.
chick has hatched out in length.
Maori chief. That's a Maori chief. The gray one.
Oh, okay, there he is.
And then there was white things, they're sea anemones. White, all the way.
Okay.
I don't know
What
what the
else?
other ones are.
No, we don't know.
What they are.
There's something else in there.
Those spiny fish there. They look like a
Crayfish. We call them crawfish at home.
Yeah, but it looks like a lobster. No, kind of.
They get big. Get
My,
some.
they're big.
Like an octopus to me. I don't know. I got him.
I thought they were bigger than this.
Seahorse. Free eel. Well, it looks like his whole family. There's more eel swimming. Somebody.
Maybe we'll walk. Oh, here's one going along this bottom. That might be a skate.
Yeah. There's a skate, Carol thinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's one swimming. That's probably a Monterey.
Just don't fall on that.
I'm not. I'm hanging on the railing, Carol.
Step on.
He's going over the top of us. This is like a tunnel.
Stingray or
I think
looks
maybe.
like it. Yeah.
Right overhead.
I guess that's a
There's
shark.
one. Look at that one.
Yeah.
Look at this. Stingray or man? I like towels.
I bet that's a Carol, I bet that's a barracuda going there.
Yeah.
He bends. Through the window, but that's the Sky Tower right there.
We've actually got some models of boats down at the airport. So we came in yesterday on display.
We'll try it anyhow. No, I ain't got that. Now this is from on top of Mount Eden. It's raining, as you can see. Probably, well, you can't, but you can't hear it either. But
Also windy. This is what coming around. You're gonna have that Colonel, what is that over there?
I'm going to take the tower, which is there. Come down, take that. Bridge. This is from on top of the Sky Tower now in Auckland.
I am worried about it.
There's the marina.
For a thrill. Jump on there.
We're overlooking Auckland.
Did you see that? I saw that hop. That hop about his mind.
Goes out into the ocean again.
That's crazy. Walking on that glass. No. I think it's all right.
Now looking down.
Looks thicker than 2 inches.
38 millimeters is only.
Vehicles down there on the street. There's a roof.
Yep, you can have a look.
There's an intersection. Some crazy people driving on the left side.
Excuse me?
Some more out there. I think that over there is Mount something where we were up on earlier. I'm on glass again.
Look at the IMAX down there.
The helicopter pad on top of there.
You looking?
Max over here? Huh? You said Max over here? No? Oh, yeah. You vote.
I don't know if I'm halfway around yet or not. Here's water coming again. Here's more windows. No glass I'm going over. You see how they are in the floor. There's the water again. Here's the road. We're zooming along. Some of us are dead or not. Excuse me.
Did you find the bugs you were looking for? Yeah.
There's the bridge I had before. The Harbor Bridge, I think here they call it too. Refineries and that.
Whoa, I haven't done this.
This must be a park here.
You should. Face the camera downwards.
Because we're just about around, I think. There's ships in.
See how the slope, so it must be seats right there at the same rock. What they may be doing is get you in the race, live, so you sit there and watch the race.
You from here?
Yes. Oh, from New Zealand.
Yeah, where do they run the races?
Where's the race course? Oh, they're not from Oakland.
On the other side of the lake.
This piece of land is on the other side of that lake.
So what's out there?
Can't see them?
Yeah, well, they're through into like this witness van.
And at the racing, you can see them here.
You can see them take off very early in the morning.
There's a boat
Yeah,
coming across. Where'd he go? Here he's down in here, I guess. There he comes.
Fitting through the scene for the races. So, yeah, it's got 60 to go.
What time is this going?
Ships. One, two, three, 4, 5. Well, look at all them out in here. Did you see all the,
16.
Carol, did you see all the sailboats over there?
Yeah, isn't that pretty? And look at all of them over there.
Yeah.
That's the bridge you run across.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't see Mount Eden, I don't think. It's all big. Oh, that must be.
Areas.
This is driving down
Almost put us
Road
back
of
into
Ruhr
third world status.
from Auckland. This is just the countryside.
Yes, they did learn the lesson.
Driving
Now
on the
they are
left
talking
side.
of a permanent repair, which is a underground Auckland power shortage. But from Bay Hills, you'll notice immediately, looking left and right, that we've left suburbia, we've even left the light industrial area, and we're out to some rural area. And indeed, the Bombay Hills known. You'll notice that as we go through the Waikato province, that it is very, very green. And usually it's like that probably for 9 months of the year. And the reason for that, I'll talk a little about the land as we go through, maybe after lunch or morning tea, one of those two. But the reason it is so green is its rapid grass growth, and hence it is one of the dairying centres of the world. And so I did also overhear the word sheep. People usually notice above the door as you're getting out a photo of a motorcycle. And yeah, it is mine as well. So it's a Harley Davidson. I hardly ride it. Or hardly ride it.
The sign on the road. Saw that.
First 8 New Zealand coal cart train. November is one
We'll
of
only
the
see
busiest
about 6 of them on this route today at the most.
in this country. So Dan's also got one. She's got an 883 Sportster. I'll give you the address of our place.
It's on the way down now. We just had ice cream at a Huntley.
You'll probably see a lot of the news items
Now we're
on
going
the
down.
newspapers or on television at the moment regards the Indonesian elections. Now, whilst it may not be much of importance in the United States, it is very, very much to us down here, not only for trade but for stability in the region. With the combined populations of both New Zealand and Australia.
Waikato River, again at this point fairly slow moving, but you can see the marae just with the boat landing. Every March they have the Waka Regatta. Now Waka is a war canoe, they call it
Range over there.
and but he didn't get a lot of favour with some of his contemporaries, and even though that there's quite light-hearted humour, I think that some of the criticisms from his own people weren't that favourable. Now, Billy T does appear in a movie that I believe that you're going to see down in the South Island, Kiwi Magic, so I won't say any more about that. But apart from when you see. So life in the old days, for example, now he lived at the end of his days on Kapiti Island, which is just out of Wellington. Now Te Rauparaha was the last of the Maoris, and would have his eyes bulging, his tongue poking out. He'd make grunting noises coming towards the visitors. He'd have his taiaha, and he would offer a token and he'd place it on the ground, usually a fern leaf. Now if the visitors laughed, if the visitors stamped on this offering or refused to take it, it usually meant that that warrior didn't go. In regard to if there was trouble, that the men were at the front and they were protecting the women and children who would be behind them. So they were always cautious until it was
Getting right toward this mountain now. We're going to turn to the left and navigate a little bit.
The country sailed around the coastline. And if we were to look at one of those maps today, and they are available in various places, you can see them in museums and copies of, that the map may look just a little bit squashed in places. There were really only, apart from the overall hustle, becoming the whole real estate at another village called Waitangi. Now, Waitangi got the W-A-I, meaning waters to cry. So Waitangi means crying waters. There's a couple of Maori words. So they've been going to the next level. I imagine it would have been pretty demoralising for the politicians that went around, because all they got from the other tribes and other meetings was just abuse and told how useless they were. But the Tainui Well, we were interested in going to the next level of discussion. We identified a set number of properties. The land that was taken over 100 years ago, but paid today, 1995 in fact. Now the contract to this was that the government would enable the purchase of this land to be done. And so they paid the Tainui 170 these properties they wanted for 105.
Worry about it because the glowworms certainly don't worry about it. You'll become accustomed to the light inside. Initially, as you descend, be careful of the stairs because there are some cars coming by. It's very much like the pink cobalt, or might be too much of something. And a top dressing is that it balances up the soil by putting in a certain type of trace outside that the superphosphate, which you look at, it's like little granules of hardy. Those of you going on to the Rotorua main attractions, which involves them
all
just
these
going over
little
the summit,
mounds
so it's downhill from
are
here
little
on.
outcroppings of volcanoes.
Now Rotorua is a volcanic area. It forms in and around the Bay of Plenty. Roto, R-O-T-O, means Lake. Rua means the second number two. So second lake. Yeah, just on the left ahead of us is the column of rock protruding out onwards. Any rubble from this view from the
Ahead of us, way out.
sometimes this
I don't know. Maybe
dome
just a Smoky Mountain.
solidifying rocks surrounded by hills, the edges of the crater.
Folks, you might like to wake up, make the first
Hit over an hour
Wow,
period,
little
so it was
eruption.
like a swarm of them. I was actually doing a youth group tour during the school holidays, and I was billeted out in the house, and all
pretty view
ornaments
over
and
there.
stuff was on the floor. And they said that there's been a week since we've had any more earthquakes, and they were just starting to think about putting them back up. Not that they've been knocked on, but down for safety.
What did they get up to?
And that's a working farm. We'll perhaps explain a bit more about that tomorrow, but just as we're driving through, I'll tell everybody it's a 300-acre section, and they've run 1,200 Romney ewes. Ball, they put people inside it and then kick you off the top of the hill. It's a good way of losing your lunch.
In your mind.
In your mind, yes.
Yes.
This lake is right outside our hotel now, in Rotorua.
Rota means lake. Rura means second or fine?
First, I thought. I don't know.
Something like that.
Take a picture of the lake first. There's seaplanes, and boats there. Pretty. And there's a lot of black swans here. I'll bring them in. There's a big one down there. Where'd he go? There's the big swans, black swans.
Oh, you hear that swan make a noise?
Well, that's what they do, and I don't know what kind of noise it is. But yeah.
They fed him bread, didn't they?
Yeah, they've been feeding them bread and stuff, but one's been chasing the other. We've been chasing some around, but they don't get away from him.
Never seen black swans. Oh, they have white under the wings. Look.
Well, some of them do. I think they're the males.
Oh, probably.
I got the mountain over there. I think I did because I got the lake. I swung all the way around.
And what is that out there? Middle of the lake, I wonder?
That's like the middle.
Like a volcano?
That's probably part of a volcano, I guess. I don't know.
Because this is
But-
geyser
yeah.
territory.
This is like, they said in the center of the lake is the cap of the volcano, didn't they?
I think. Geysers in this town.
At one time-
Thermals. And,
At one time, this lake was this town was underwater. Right next to the lake, this park.
Very clean here. New Zealand is very clean and very green.
Yeah, clean green New Zealand.
Very much so. Except for the seagulls.
Well, I don't even see a big mess from them, but I guess there is. The airplane's going to go someplace. We don't know exactly where. Taxi out.
They're all fighting over one piece of bread. Oh, and there's one there brown. Muddy away.
I'll turn this off until it gets ready to go. He stopped the engine now. I think he went to that boat. I think he's going to hook that boat on. It must have went adrift, and I guess he's going out to get it. That guy took the boat. He went up to the boat that was there, and he tied it off on the plane, and he threw something in the water for the plane, and they got in the boat, and he's coming back to shore. So he didn't really make too much progress. So we'll leave him. Helicopter now, and it's going to take off. Somebody got on it. They're going to take off. I'll wait till he takes off, then I'll get it. Oh, he's getting ready to take off, I think. To go now. Not yet, I guess. Revving it up some more now. I'm going a little bit. Naturally, the people walk by, but I'm lifting off now. I'm getting into the sun, so I'll quit. Here's some little ducks. Little baby ducks come floating up here. They're traveling on through. This is where we're staying. The lake, Royal Lake, Novotel. And this is a hotel in the distance. The tourist standing, that's a welcome. Thermal geysers. Here now.
In our geothermal reserve here, we have over 500 hot springs and mud pools, and we have 5 active natural geysers. Our largest geyser in the reserve is known as Pohutu. Pohutu in English means big splash. On a good day, Pohutu geyser will reach heights of over 100 feet before eruption. About 30 meters, our largest geyser reaches in full eruption. But being a natural geyser,
There's that little stream running.
Take our way down to the bridge and get a closer look at it.
Here's the mud pots. Paint pots, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, we're just recharging.
Multi Kuko is the name of this mud pool. They're translated into English.
Yeah.
Multi Kuko means the plaything, the playground of the chief. What's the name of the area? Kuko is the chief, Maori chief from this area. And he didn't have any children, so just to pass the time away, he used to large dinosaur toilet. That's how the mud pool got its name. If you use your imagination, it looks like...
Here's the thermal things again. That's where we started out.
Introduced trout, rainbow trout from North America, brown trout from Europe. There's also the native eel, freshwater crayfish in the stream, and the country of Wales crest the coat of arms. About 30 feet, that's the only indication we have of when Pohutu will erupt, our largest geyser, which reaches over 100 feet. The location of this geyser is located, but it won't become active until the Prince of Wales feathers reaches about 30 feet in height. We're still a little bit away.
Room there, and I wasn't going to. There's the There's the tours on the hot seat.
Sit down. You're rocking the boat.
Too late. You must have, folks. Don't worry, it will erupt in about another few more minutes.
Oh, good.
Temperature of the geyser water is 208 degrees. A little bit more. There's lots of earthquakes here every day. The majority of them are only small earthquakes. Okay, you don't really notice them. A big earthquake in this area will be about a 4 on the Richter scale. So not too big.
That's good.
In other words, these guys have been here for about 30,000 years. There are guys in Russia, Iceland, the United States of America. Old Faithful in Yellowstone Park is the world's largest, most active geyser. Our geyser here, folks, Pohutu is the southern hemisphere's largest natural geyser. As I said, in full eruption, about 100 feet. It's high in sulfur content. When the ultraviolet rays from the sun go down
It's a cemetery.
so that its heat don't get lonely, there's lots of little ancestral carvings inside there.
Oh, there.
We're going to make...
And that thing. And here's the hut or their house or
Hey,
something.
Norman, do you want up there with you?
There's another view of it from up there where I just took a picture of that house. That was a guest house.
15 to 20 mile radius.
Mainly the central.
What is?
This, the thermal booster.
Oh,
They carve it
it's a
because the
food
more,
storage house, first of all.
and the more important the people were, the more carving.
Oh,
And they put it
There's
up there
another
so
one
the air
over here.
circulates
yeah.
and
Keep-
the animals and birds can't get to it. Sure is. He didn't say anything about that. Comes out of the ground.
winter home because it's the ground and heats it. There's a
Abundant
canoe,
throughout this area. We
dugout
then
canoe.
took the oil extracted from the shark's liver. That gave us our holding agent when we mixed the 2-declinate.
This is a warrior canoe and it held 20 warriors.
We had a family of the pine
Some of them at one
soft,
time
easy and
were
calm.
long enough they held 100.
These are
This
our
one held
farmers'
20.
chisels.
They feed the animals. There was this hunting club. This is where the visiting tribe stayed.
For example, many centuries ago, if you wanted to shed your knowledge down to your descendants, you would have done that in 2 methods. Orally, by word of mouth, okay, taking the individual away, giving them oral tuition, we would have made a carving. Okay, so carving was how we recorded the history of our people. These carvings here, they're not gods or idols of worship, but they represent our deceased ancestors. And we don't carve people in our life. These ancestors probably resided here about 400 years ago. Each of these carvings tells a story, has a unique meaning. The carvings on display here are the pictorial history of the tribe. But to be honest, today only the carver himself could tell you the true meaning to go behind these carvings and their true names. I know most of our carvings, meaning they don't look like me and you. Now, my ancestors were very spiritual people, and we believe that only the God's tradition.
Get over the eyes. That's abalone. Those eyes are.
That's with it.
In the old days, it would have been dirt floors. And we would have bring the embers from the fires outside because the embers have no smoke.
Go over this word and all the letters in it. 37 letters.
And the no smoking sign. So on that note, when you go back home, folks, don't forget the name of our reserve. Te whakarewari.
You can really say that.
There's all the sheep on with the agrodome now.
New Zealand, look at that, two. It's over 500 million of the now, there's 3 countries. Now, this is places like Argentina, Brazil, South Africa, Australia, and here in New Zealand, and producing top quality export lambs as well. Now, he's got a black nose, black feet. That's an indication of his identity. Characteristic about this breed, given the ideal conditions, females produce 2 sets of lambs in 1 year. Now, that is it. So 55 years ago, 5 Australian farmers got together. They breed what is called easy to farm. He's got a pink nose and white feet. That's an indication of farmers. He's hot, dry condition only. Both male and female grow these lovely horns, but all this wool that they grow here, very coarse, very resilient. That is the #1 carpet wool in the world. Now, Charlie is a black Romney. Here in New Zealand, we farm 50,000 of this breed, and they're used by wool enthusiasts. Now, wool enthusiasts here in New Zealand love to all this dark wool
black sheep
into a New Zealand homespun jersey or cardigan. Now, it's knitted in a natural state. Wool was washed.
So you got it.
I took 2 already.
So on behalf of Nicky and myself this morning, please present to you these 19 great champions.
That's all the different breeds now up there.
World champions.
We've got 19 different breeds up there. We've got one more sheet to show you. Now, Romney, that's right, sir. Now, this is what we call a Romney ewe hogget. Now, a ewe is a female. The hogget means that she's only 1 year of age. Now, we're just going to New Zealand. Our sheep get shorn twice a year. Now, that's once every 6 months. This little sheep here, this is the second time in her life she's going to be shorn. She's got approximately 7 months worth of wool on. Now, sheep shearing is the world's #1 physically demanding job. Now, here in New Zealand, our sheep shearers, we work a 9-hour day.
Shearing the sheep.
Take that off. These flow is what we know as the underline.
Thanks.
There we go, up over the top of the head. Now, let's go ahead. Coming down to the first side. Now, this is what we call the long blow. We're going to follow the spine of the sheep right round.
Oh, you take some and just clear it up so you have them.
We're down the last side now. Most popular side of the sheep. How do you think it's going to feel first thing tomorrow morning? A little bit cold. Well, they're an amazing little animal. Within 24 hours of shearing, all of their skin doubles in thickness. And that allows them to keep warm in the underside of our steep hill country. Now, all the hunterways in New Zealand, like men, they'll work by a whistle command. Now, I'm going to demonstrate this morning. Together, go back. Now stand up. Send him down the back. Even though there's no sheep down there, he doesn't do that. Now keep it down. Thank you. Right. You guys down here, you don't want to go back to Australia, do you, Aussie? Come on, Roman, quickly. On your feet. Come on, Duke, let's go. Good boy. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to send Ben right around that back row there. Get him to sit down on the top. Get up here.
Look at that. Now, this is Wag, everybody. Now, he is 2 years of age. We're just training him at the moment on stage. You see me holding the strings here, keeping them in line so he jumps over the backs. Now, out on the farm, he's typical as a young underweight. He's got lots of energy and plenty of noise. Now, this is Yogi, everybody. Now, she is the queen of the agronome. Every day she comes in and she sits on the most expensive seat in the house. That's a special photograph. You jump up between these big guys, put your arms around them, you get your friend to take the photograph. Now, I can guarantee you cannot get this anywhere else in the world. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Now, if you're a big fan of the Rugby World Cup, this is a good place to sit. It's just like being in the front row of the All Black rugby scrum. Unlike the All Blacks, these guys are very friendly, they will not hurt you. Now, he is half border collie. This breed was developed by a farmer about 80 years ago. Tri-coloured, short hair, and they still work stock like a border collie. Now, the difference with the hunterways is, hunterways use their bark. This guy here, there's no barking involved, it's all done with his eyes. He's got a piercing stare. This morning, I'm going to demonstrate with Bang how strong that stare is. We've got some sheep in that box there, we're going to let them out. Now, he's going to work them up and down here. Now, being sheep, they are unpredictable, they're very live. Now, we have had the odd one that's jumped off the stage. So these people in the first two rows, I'll ask you to take care. If there is a sheep that jumps towards you, you clear a space on your lap, you let it land there, and then you've got to wrap your arms around it real tight, hold it on. It's taking you a minute to come down and rescue them. Okay? So they are live sheep, just be aware of that. Okay, so sit down there, man. We're going to let the sheep out.
funny looking sheep, aren't they? Okay, now watch this dog. Okay, man, behind. You can see him losing his eyes on the ducks there. Now his system of shifting sheep is exactly the same. No barking, just that strong steer. Now if you think this is a gimmick, do it. Okay, get in, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's a special whistle on it. Just put a bit more pressure on the street. Alright, man. Look up. Look up. Gotta get it. Slow to the course, keep on trying. There we go, how about that? Well done, man.
I know it. I rode on these in Disney and I didn't like them. But I go anyway.
A little miniature golf there.
Flowers are famous.
Yeah, well, it's a whole big park for everything. It comes for. We ride up and down up there in New Hampshire and Vermont in the open chairs.
Oh my!
Which I love. It don't bother
Do you
me.
really?
Yeah.
Well, what, Mount Washington? Or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been up on top of Mount Washington, Carol.
I know we did. I didn't like it then either.
Well, I'll just take a picture of where we're going to and then I'm going to stop. We ate lunch here. Our group. There's Carol. And out there is the town. Here's the lake. You can see there they're sitting. There's the lake. Big gondola car coming up. There's one going down. We came up one of them. There's a town down there. Here comes the gondola car.
How do you root against it? No, it's
There's a little island with a cone in the center. It's a volcano we're in. We're on the rim of it. There's Rotorua. And over the knob there. There it comes.
What's the name of the one?
And there's the other one going down. There's the street. Sailboats out in the lake.
Take a picture.
Now I'm getting them. There's one coming up. I'm out in a different area now. I'm outside the restaurant. Pretty blue sky behind it. There's where it lands. There goes another one. Here's where it lands. Now you can see where they're going. They go all the way down through there.
ride the, what do you call this? The ski lift going
Wait a
down.
minute now. Say it.
If you ride the luge down, then you ride the ski lift up and go back on the skyline.
Uh-huh.
And that's called a sidewind.
Don't see too many people going on the luge.
Yeah, there's going to be quite a few. I don't think it's going to be many.
It's the scenic luge. It goes switching back and forth. Now this might. And it goes down to there and on down. The hotel right there in the center of the screen, and then we're over this way. There's the water. That's where we were at the park yesterday when the swans went by, black swans and that.
If you go in time. Yeah, I took a picture.
Yeah.
Advance back. Like coming out.
Oh, that's advanced?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the advanced. I guess it was. Yeah. Oh, I was. Because in the first place, how do you go around the No,
This is pretty gentle. I think I did it then.
Yeah, you thought it did.
There's the ones coming up the ski lift now. They've been down the luge now. Just from up on top again, looking out. We try to get a little bit of the sky above it.
I'd start going down about 22 because there's a lot of people we go down.
But you felt you come to a while you were good. I thought we didn't want to go.
Down on the gondola now. I got a brave one here with me. Hear her hollering and yelling?
Yeah, right. Just sit still.
We're almost down to one. We went over one post already.
Yes, we did.
There's the other ones coming up, and we're going down. One going ahead of us down there. I ain't got him yet. There he goes.
I think the sailboats have all gone in. Yeah. Oh,
I got
purple.
here's
and
some pretty color bushes.
on the left.
I'm getting
Red.
Oh, there's some over there. And there.
Fast. There
And
you
here.
go. Beautiful flowering bushes.
Oh, look at him over there.
Springtime in New Zealand.
Yeah.
That one's empty.
I got the fish, the trout, rainbow trout. I'm going to get some of them. That's all I want
And
to
then
get.
there's springs back there.
Rainbow Springs, this is.
Now, the trout actively share a nest, the females. Now, there aren't many birds out there that will share each other's nests, other than the ostrich, of course.
The cockerel, Carol? It was called the cockerel.
Kaka is that big one. I don't know what this is called.
We have the rainbows, and they're the ones with that lovely hook on the end of the jaw. That's the male
that's
or
the
the
male.
jack. And if you had the males in here, the scientists have quoted 2,000 eggs. My fault. 2 eggs per kilo of body weight. So those big females out there, they're...
No wonder they died.
Yes, well, that big one.
Look at that big one.
Yeah.
Is this a magnifier?
No, that's a carving here. We're going to a hanging dinner tonight now. Pretty carving.
They're just bringing in the other group.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Jimmy's going to
Ladies and gentlemen, please come in and move around the side, please.
I know, but there's too many
So I know that most of you will have been briefed on the whittle and how one of our warriors will be coming down through this exit here. It's important, folks, that we remain silent and that we do not poke tongues or make faces back at the warrior. That would be highly offensive to our culture.
Taking it, Carol?
Yeah.
Get it. That's carving.
Carving a dead Indian. I don't know what he's carving.
Hey.
Ora mai ki tēnei whānau e tūnei nā ko te rangi a te mihi atu na mihi a pōtau tau. Te tuana au i runga i te mauru.
No ke matapokarua ke ki kalawai ka matei te hua.
Kamutu ki ngā kōrero a ngā kau. Kamutu hōmu tātai hōmu ngā tau ki huma te ki ngā tau haere atu ngā hoki atu e te hai. Kamutu hōmu tātai hōmu ngā pu tātai ki tau kua nei roto i te koko tēnei o ngā tūki ngā rino.
Oh yeah.
You will take your kid from me. If you like to take a photo with you, a cheek don't belong to you.
That's a full election. Smile. Here's a bit of attitude you're going to, I guarantee you will enjoy. Whatever you get,
looking out of the airplane now, going to Mount Cook from Queenstown. There's Snow-Cap Mountains. There's other mountains. I don't think I'm going to bring it in, but
Trying to take a picture. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
got it.
Oh, we got some here.
Right in the map. Looks on the right, they said, but.
I got to walk through all of us to have
You'll see the people on the archives. Sure was. That's right. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm sitting with the pilot when I was
This is coming into Mount Cook now. We're at the airport now. I'll take a picture of the airport at Mount Cook. And now this is just looking around the mountain. At the mountains, rather. There's some little old gray-haired lady standing in front of me.
But you got the mountains in the background.
There's the plane we just came in on.
Well, I have to put it to the on position. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
A month ago you couldn't see beyond your nose. This is a bonus. I can't help. So those who are going on the fixed wing aircraft and those who are going on the helicopter can meet in the lobby at 2 o'clock. And we'll just take you back down to the airport here and you'll be sent off to various destinations. Those of you, with the remainder of you, if you could just mingle around and do whatever you like around the Hermitage, and we shall come back and pick you up at 3 o'clock where we drop you off. We'll just show that. I'll repeat this all to you and show you. So this is the South Island, folks, totally different, and I'm sure John would like to just say hello to you. Here out in there.
Okay, well, welcome to the South Island, everybody. Can you all hear this down the back there? I'll just check to make sure my microphone's loud enough. You can hear me down the back there, all right? Excellent. Yeah, well, if this is the weather you're going to have with you for the rest of your trip down here, alpine walks and things up here.
Glaciers.
Of course, the hotel staff,
I think it's glaciers.
Pilots, a few coach drivers, and they have a little school up here to educate the kids and the little population. This Hermitage where we're going to for lunch today, it's actually the third Hermitage building up here. The very first one was actually built.
Okay, that is Mount Cook. It doesn't look a darn bit different than any of the mountains, but
There's a glacier, I think, over here.
It goes up pretty high. Gosh, we take a hike up Mount Timpanogos and slide down the glacier.
Really?
Not at my age. No.
38 old. Somebody said there was one here. I think this is it.
No, it's a ball bill, but I can tell you the year.
34 Morris Collie. Never heard of it. Another one. I don't know what these all are. Taking them into the sun, though. There's a couple of them there. I don't know what these are.
You paid him.
65 Cadillac convertible. Here's one. I will see what it is. 37 Austin at the 28 Ford Model T Ford.
Back at the airport there.
There's a lake up that way. Right in the center of the right in the center of the picture now, the glacier.
Mind you, I've been up in these aircraft many times, but I haven't been through on a big aircraft like this.
Well, what happened to it? Pretty lake out there. Pretty color.
That's the color right there, yeah.
Of the lake. Here you see a pretty color.
It's all the name, yeah.
Pretty green. Pretty
It's
color.
at the expense of...
Pretty color.
Okay, just take one more look at it over your left-hand shoulder there. It's pretty spectacular. So, we've actually left the boundaries of Mount Cook National Park now, an area that's not as big as some of our national parks in the country. It's just on 69,000 hectares, which is around about 170,000 acres. We're talking acres there. Even though it's not the biggest park, it definitely has our highest mountains. 27 peaks over 10,000 feet in elevation. And we've got at least 140 peaks over why they've been driven down. I won't know exactly. There's a good chance they're going in to get shorn though, because of course we're at the start of our summer months and it's in the nice warm weather when we want to give these sheep haircuts, of course. Things get a bit sweaty out there.
They're herding with those
They're actually merinos, these sheep, and some of you might have seen the ones freshly shorn back at Lindhorst Station. So it's the start of what we call the main shear in the summer months here in New Zealand. Now the merinos are sheep that has been out here longer than any other breed.
See the dog?
And it actually originates from Spain.
I don't see him.
Oh, he's black and he's on the left. There's two of them.
You'll see the farmer, he's working the sheepdogs here.
There's the
this
dog.
big black fella, he's coming up on the left-hand side here, barking away. He's called the New Zealand Hunterway. And they're actually purposely bred here in New Zealand, those dogs. Some of them look a bit like a hound dog. Probably most of the Hunterways are actually
There's
black
that dog
and tan
working the
colour.
sheep.
Oh, look at him, there he is.
There's two of them.
I actually passed this mob of sheep on my way up from Queenstown this morning. Probably a good 10 miles or so, or 10 kilometres down the road. They're pretty slow moving on hot days like today. Of course, you don't want to push them too fast either, otherwise they just sit down. And, they have heart conditions if they get pushed too hard, just like humans.
What did we see on the road?
There's a shepherd up there in the front.
But I'll tell you something, he should have pulled his stop whistle a little, but just on 12 months old. That's why they're not at the full stage there. I suppose you could call them a teenager. They've still got their the smaller teeth. They start to develop larger teeth once they're about 16 months old. Have a look at their little noses, they're pinkish. And they're very skinny sheep, the merino, compared with any other breed we've got in New Zealand.
Look at the three dogs over here.
Look at the dogs in the back here.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the Hunterways are the black and tan ones. You might see some with white tips on their tails and little white breasts. They're the strong eye-seeing dog. We call them the heading dog here in New Zealand. And they don't actually bark at all.
Just about got them all over. There's the last 20 of them.
There they go.
Looks like somebody did that.
Down the road somewhere.
They're all gone over now.
Do they ever really have a problem at night? They don't do it at night, or
No, they have the question was, do they have a problem at night?
The mountains behind them. There's mountains over there behind
obviously a little bit of ice melt, and that powder just gets washed out into the Tasman River and then flows out into the lake here. And it's just the tiny,
We're on our way to Christ.
particles, dust, or rock
Queenstown,
particles suspended in the water. And it's actually just the spectrum or the light filters through the water. And it's what the refraction of the tiny particles that make it the light blue, pale blue looking colour.
Another tour bus.
It almost looks artificial, doesn't it? So we call it area. It's the 10th largest lake we've got here in New Zealand. So processing after it's been sold to
Lake
sale.
Pukaki,
Well, after New Zealand
and it's
exports,
glacial
a lot of
water.
it was crazy warm overseas.
See, it's real.
Eventually we'll probably start chopping
Shallow,
them when
not
they get
shallow,
a
but
bigger and use them as
real
what we
slick
call
over there. There's no breeze on
post
it.
block.
No breeze on it at all. It's just real
They bark them and then they treat
smooth.
we call it tantalising activity.
Pretty down right here. Going towards. Well, I realize it's wiggly, but it's leaving now.
Dramatically increase. The President stayed out in the valley out to our left-hand side, heading out to where the jet boat is. There's a golf club, and it's got facilities out there, accommodation facilities out there. There's the remarkable zone on the right-hand side, so that's the restaurant up to the left. That's the view you'll be looking at.
Where we're going to eat tonight. Up on top of there. There's a sky lift going up. Gondola cars. I'm almost looking into the sun, so it ain't gonna be good. Ain't gonna be a beautiful picture. Ain't gonna be a pretty picture. That's the name of the place we're staying. The hotel. And that's a picture of it. That's a group going on a shot over jet. That's on a river. We're not going, it's rough, rapid like. They turn around a 360 degree turnaround. We decided that wasn't for us. So we're not going. Mountain's right close to our, there's the hotel and there's a mountain right by us. Said, there's where we're going up tonight to eat. There is a hang glider up there. There he is. This is looking out from the end of our street now, where our hotel is on. This is looking out at the lake. Over there is the boat we're going to go on tonight, or this afternoon. Oh no. Cap Peak right out there. There's a little in that one. There's some more. This thing is really blinking. I wonder if I ought to kill it and go put it on charger right away.
I could go that back way and get it too.
Can we go in back there?
I can, yeah. Go that
Well,
back.
I gotta kill it first. We might as well go there. I'll just leave it on until we get there.
Yeah, take some of the hotel on the back here. That looks pretty too when we get here.
I'll take this thing. I don't think there's a lot to take in town. Do you? Really?
Probably not, Don. It's just little. You probably don't have to. If you don't want to carry it, it's fine. I'll just take pictures because it's just shops. You took the water and there's the lunch log. You take that?
I took that.
Okay.
But I didn't get the name of it.
It's all right. We'll get it when we go. See, this is the back.
Yeah.
And I guess we could go in here or we can go in that back way.
Go out back door.
And you have to go back there.
I know.
There's a water wheel.
Go across there.
So this is pretty here.
Taking something there.
What?
This is the back. This is between the two wings. We're over on
Called the garden.
this side of that one.
Gardens Park Road.
A little brook runs behind right outside our door at this hotel. And it's just rambling on down the way.
This is the back of our room here.
There's the back of our room. The garden. I don't know if it's going to last forever. We're on what?
We're on the Ernslaw. TSS Ernslaw or something. It's a steamboat? Is it a steamboat? Old steamboat? It's going to go on this lake.
There's her sail. It took out the pilot house up there. Queenstown. I think this is where we're going to land here. for the farm thing.
Sheep station.
Sheep station. Some jagged rocks up there. And back here, there's some snow now. Going, I guess, with a dock here anyhow. I don't know if this is a resort or what it is. Sheep station here, I know. Reindeer, and you're not going to see it very well, I know. Here, right there, he's feeding right by me. Here. It's Carol feeding him.
Got it?
Yeah?
Hi, Peter. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I didn't. You?
Get your tongue out on one side and start grinding. And once they
I was trying to get the one over there, but
that's when you get them away from the nose with your stick.
Wait a minute.
Little black goat.
These ones on the States.
Don't have anything in there to eat.
Black sheep.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to get
There's a little black sheep.
you. He says, I want that, but you don't want that. He wants a foot.
Another one out here, this one with a big nose over by the speaker system over there. It's a merino. Most people have heard of the merinos. They might have bought a sweater from the merinos.
Here is
Here comes one right.
reindeer now.
Here he comes. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm waiting to come.
So, Jenny at 12.
Yeah, Papa.
And again, 60,000 acres, running 20,000 stock units. Which, if you want to get out of the sun and go and start your cup of tea, Lindsay's down there. She'll show you. That is a sit down command. Both of them stay there, and we use the same commands for both of them, but we ask the dog that we want to do it. Yeah. You're stupid, aren't they? Thanks for trying to catch them with things like that. When you look at that, you can perhaps understand some of the problems you get up there when you get a sheep that does something similar like that, makes a break, and it's likely to go straight over its nose. Now, when one goes, the next one's likely to follow on as well, and before you know it, a whole lot of going. Look at Joe. 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 Pulling this one off. Look at Joe. Look at Joe. Look at Joe. Now you'll notice the sheep know immediately that she's lost interest, and start moving away. Up again. Up again. Up again. Up again. Up again. Yeah. Again. You watch me now, what does she worry about? Whoa! What did I do? What did I do? Wow!
Yeah, how do you? Oh, here.
ตัวนู้นเข้ามา
Two different dogs, two different styles. This one here, particularly aggressive. I've had some.
Or sheepdog.
พี่เอาเลยอุ้มมาแถมมุมเลยเร็วแมวเลยลูก
And some of them are sharing 300 a day. So
You put the coveralls on over the top.
of course, they are professional. Now you just relax. Now, of course, this sheep is a pit.
Are you ready?
It's a waste of time, I think. The sheep is a female. These little lambs, the lambs have been weaned, and now's the time to take the wool off her. She'll produce her wool. So you can see our brown tail here. Now the shearers won't do that. They expect you to have that done before they even get here to start shearing. It's very, very hard for a start. Close the tails.
Wow.
Bring up the top. Down the ears, down the head. There we go.
You getting it?
Alright, little right down, and around the wrist. Oh, I heard that all was amazing. So obviously she's a little cooler now. I'm an awful lot hotter. So she's actually going to quite enjoy getting rid of that wool. It's been a big encumbrance to her. It's been very, very hot on days like today. It makes it difficult for her to run around. So she's pretty pleased to see the end of it. We'll put that down there. If you want to take some with you, you're welcome to do so.
No.
Any questions?
That's it.
Is this from on top of the gondola now? On top of the thing that where I showed you this morning. And there's the town down there.
That's our hotel over there.
Where?
That white one there on the left.
Okay. Right over there?
Yeah, right over there.
Or the crane? Before the crane?
Right after the crane. See that big high one?
Yeah,
With the
okay.
wood.
There's our... To find the crane... To find the crane... And find the one. Yeah, right there. That's our hotel from up here now. Now we're back out. There. 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 And there's the rest of the town down there now. And Ernslaw went out from right down there at the dock someplace. There. Him coming up. And then we can go over here. And it gets up here. Boy, hang on.
Oh, I am.
There goes one over top of the thing. And he's going on down now. It's a bungee jump, but I don't think we're going to see it.
Yes, it is.
Let's go.
There he goes! There he goes!
He went. Didn't see him.
He said he wasn't going to...
I didn't see him even getting ready, Carol.
Looks like you could hit something, doesn't it? God. Like the cliff over here. And he's waving with one. Crazy people. How'd they get him up?
They pull him back up with that thing, Carol. They leave him off down there, I think.
He's waving at the people on the gondolas.
I think.
Yeah. I don't think I can do much. Oh, how they get him up? Scared of water and I'm scared of heights. Well, I'm scared of heights. So you go in the helicopter and the gondola. The helicopter looked like it was neat for that. It was. So I sat that way coming up.
I'm going to show the kids what we went on now. I'm scared of heights, and I was less worried in the helicopter than I was on here. Yeah.
Were you?
I don't know what it is. I
There's
think
our
the larger
hotel right in the center.
object I'm in, the more secure I feel.
You had a driver
We're going
there.
down the hill.
Did you see that guy bungee jump?
Over there, yeah.
Well, I was hoping to catch somebody doing it, but I didn't see anybody.
I don't see how that's a thrill. God.
Did you hear that Wayne?
Yes. Of course, he's been flying for years. Yes.
Yeah, but it's the first time you ever did that.
No, I just wondered
it's pretty
what it looked like, because right
that's
about
where he went. That's where he
they're gonna have to stop right about there because it.
Yeah, that's where
I couldn't look
I was
down.
facing that way, so.
There's the
look
other
down.
side.
I was facing that way,
So
going out.
Johnny said, "Oh, look at that pretty."
He did one.
Carol.
Time at night.
9, almost 9.
9. Okay.
I hope Johnny's not upset because I looked behind for her and she wasn't there. Then she came all of a sudden.
No, she went to sit
I
down.
liked the lamb tonight.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
I had one little piece, and I liked it. Only that mint sauce was different than it.
Yeah, I like that.
We're about halfway down, probably, so I think I'll shut her off and leave it off.